Oh, here we go. All right, my name is Carlos Crawford. I am subject to say this due to the precautions I'm going to take. I'm, I'm not currently an OJC student. Am not in no way, shape, professional at this. I do not own an associate's, master's, or a bachelor's. All right, this is just me showing you the different viewpoints in life. All right, for this special someone that's going to go out this is Religion View Part One. All right, the process that I'm going to be doing. His name, well, he'll introduce himself.
Good to go.
Yep.
I am Dakota Dodge. I am a student here at OJC, and I'm a art major.
Okay, and that's digital, right?
Yeah, mainly digital stuff.
Okay. So, Dakota, in your own words and in your own thoughts, I want you to tell me, what is your religion? What is your type of religion?
I am an agnostic atheist. I don't believe, I believe there's no way to prove for or against a divine being or God. So I'm going to believe there isn't one until substantial proof is brought to me.
Okay, that's good. Here's the one question I want to tell. There's going to be a variety of questions, and choose on how you answer to be, all right? This is at all, again, not, I'm not a professional. He's getting close to his associates, so whatever he says, it's better than mine, because, well, I'm not certified in anything besides the CNA. Anyways, okay, so question number one. Do you think, in a way, if you were to look at your body, do you think it's a vessel? Take away your religion, take away who you are, everything, down to the very core. And if you look at yourself, do you see either a vessel within a body, or do you see a personality that's being cremated over time and will be perfectionist to wherever your goal is? Because, I mean, to some extent, right, there's many religions, there's many people who believe our body is vessels. We use either chi, or when you die, you turn into an animal, or when you die, you go down to hell or heaven, whatever you may believe. I'm asking you, if you were to step outside your body and look at it for what it's worth, take away everything that's, I guess, given to you by society, as in your name, you know, your associates, whatever your education that society has given to you, take that away. And what do you see? Do you see a vessel, or do you see sculpture being cremated in the way of an art form, as you see digital art?
My body with no attachments, no name, no anything, just my body as it is.
Yeah, your body just as is. That means nothing. You're not Dakota. You are not.
I think it would be more of like a vessel that over time will break down and everything. That's why people get old. Their bodies give out.
Right.
And it's just once your body breaks down, you're done. You're gone.
So you do believe your body? It's just to clarify. So
it's
you're
just kind of like a vessel type thing. It's like a vehicle that you use during your life. Like when you die, you just leave it.
okay. So it's just parts of like a car or a satellite. You just use it and dump it. Okay. Now, if you were to put your religion in there, and you say that nothing dies, or you don't, or not nothing dies, you don't have a God, right? And that you don't essentially believe there is a God until there is scientific proof that it can be proven to you, and you could see it, then you will believe. But until then, you are willing to die without no God, and you don't simply believe in one.
I think when someone dies, it just goes back to kind of like the state before you were born. Like you didn't remember anything from that point, and you're not going to feel or remember anything after.
Okay.
So this is your one shot. You gotta enjoy it while it lasts.
All right. That's actually exactly what I wanted. And these are his own thoughts. Again, I am not persuading him to say this. I am not, by any means, shape, or form. This is his own thoughts. Okay? So the second question is, until you get proven scientifically that there's a God, and until then that happens, you have no faith in God, or in a God. You do believe there are, but, it has to be scientifically.
Could be, but there is not substantial evidence or proof yet.
So it's lacking evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if somebody wants to grab the Holy Bible and say, you know what, here's a living testimony of the records, you say, yeah,
I've read
that's.
it.
I'm sorry, that could be handwritten by a crazy man, which it actually was, an apostle. So I mean, it actually was written by an apostle, not God Himself. Okay, so the second question is this. Okay, so now that you know, you sort of believe your body is a vessel, and that you use it, you dump it. That's done and that. You go back to a state where you no longer remember anything, where you were reborn, and then you said that you get one chance, right? Okay. So in that one chance, do you see a different viewpoint in your own words? Are there people that are subjectively to getting an objective goal in mind that they will go through life without no fun, as in compared to, well, I don't want to put labels on it, but how we are labeled as nerds or dorkies or whatever. Which life is more, which life will teach you more? To be more objective or to be more wide open minded? Which one do you think in the state of mind do you think is more important to you and for others to learn if they were to ask you, hey, do I go objectively and just go straight through life, getting a goal, no fun, just keep going, or do I have a little bit of fun, even though it's my one life I've got?
Going through life with nothing but fun would get really boring because you wouldn't be working toward anything. You have to have a few of those goals, but you also have to have some free time. Just do what you enjoy for part of it at least.
Right? So, being an objective seeker, meaning you have goals and you seek them out, could be one route for success, right?
Yeah, but that would also be really boring because you wouldn't ever have your fun times with friends.
Right. And so, the second method, which you seem, if I'm putting words in your mouth, let me know. But so the second group you will want to be in instead of the objective group. But you do have a goal, which everybody has one.
Everyone has a goal.
And that's great. And there's ways to get to that goal. But you believe that it's okay to, once in a while,
It's
lay
okay to
back.
relax a little
Yeah,
bit. You don't have to be just straightforward to your goal.
You don't have to be
Breaks.
uptight.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be
It's okay to
relaxed.
relax a little bit. Take a deep breath.
So sometimes,
Sit down for a minute.
right? So sometimes being an objective seeker or having an objective in mind and going through life like that, it will get pretty boring and docile. Yeah, compared to how, well, we're labeled as nerds or dorkies or idiots or whatever we mean as. We do have a common goal, but it is perceived as we will get there eventually, and if we do, we're taking the right steps to get there. We may have a little bit of fun here and there, but we will get to our goals, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your viewpoint, which life is better, objectively, or lean back and have a little fun, but still maintain on course?
That second one, just you need to keep it going, but you need to relax every once in a while. You need some free time.
Okay. So that's actually exactly what I wanted. Okay. So the third and last question is simple. Okay. Depending on how you stand on this earth, how you begin, is it important to teach the younger ones, as in commonly used in Native American, families, the elder treats the wisdom and passes it on. You have storytellers that tell stories within lessons embedded into them, and they teach you from that point on. In your own words, which way is better in your thought? Is it a way of going up in the morning, going through life, and if a kid seems to ask you, hey, what's a lesson that you can teach me? If some random kid came up to you right now and asked you, hey, sir, Dakota, can you teach me a valuable lesson? In your own words, it may be a form of a poem, it may be a form of an art, it may be a form of anything. In your own words, what would be the wisest wisdom you could ever give to that kid? And I'm sure you're going to have plenty more as you grow, but for right now, it's, say if an 8-year-old girl who was going to be wanting to become the world's biggest psychologist or biggest scientist, and he asks you, hey, sir, Dakota, what lesson could you teach me as I grow right now? I know that I want to have fun, so I will not be objectively and confine myself to that strict path. But at the same time, when I get confused and dazed, and I ask myself, is it alright to have a little fun? And if so, where's the limit? And then going with a limit So what is your best experience in this life? If you could have one thing.
The one thing that I would give as basically a lesson that everybody kind of needs to know and everything, don't judge people by how they look or act. Do base how you judge them on what they're doing. Like,
So it's pretty much principle of action, not principle of appearance.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, because I've met people that look like big, huge bikers covered in tattoos, have the big face tattoos, piercings everywhere. They're the nicest people I've ever met.
True.
I've also met people that go every day, like suit and tie, clean cut, that are just retards, just awful people.
Right.
So,
So don't judge a book by its
Yeah.
cover.
don't judge a book by its cover.
You just judge it on, base it on its action.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's more of a I'm gonna appear on the appearance of your actions will show me who you are or what your words compared to is I can look at you and a
It's
character
really
of
hard to
judgment,
just- it's really hard to just look at somebody and know if they're a good person or not.
right? So okay, that's exactly. Oh, that's perfect. So depending on Dakota here, we have all different viewpoints. We see each other in a different manner. It doesn't matter who you are. You can have a religion that can be so strict that you cannot be allowed to talk to another race because they might fear that you might be corrupted in some way or shape or form, like Iraq or ISIS or Iran who's, what is it, of kids or where's that one state where I know there's a religion where no outsiders are allowed at all, period, because they might be afraid that they might corrupt the children or corrupt the youth.
I have no idea where that
Would that be?
is.
Oh, Scottish. What the hell would that be?
I know it exists because I've read a little bit about it, but I don't know what it is or where it is.
It's like pilgrimage or
Amish.
I don't know, the people that wear like the white caps, the girls do. Amish.
Amish.
Yeah, okay, so in Amish form, and I'm not an Amish expert on this, I'm just going
So
with
if
what
I
I
walked
want.
into an Amish community, they'd be like, "Get out! You don't want your corruption here."
Pretty much. In Amish, they're taught simple. From growth, as in Dakota has taught us, that the lessons that we bestow on the youth can pretty much live throughout the whole century. As an Amish young kid, and I'm not speaking because I'm not Amish, nor I have no experience with this, nor talked to any Amish kids myself. I've seen them around, I've heard stories, studied the religion a little bit, but not
It's not
into
really a
depth.
religion. It's just like a way of living. It's not a religion. They can be. Most of them are mainly just Christians, but
See, I didn't know that. This guy knows all the answers.
no, I don't. don't say that.
But the main connections I'm making here is when you're Amish, you're taught to not go outside of this world because when you do go outside, you see people, as Dakota has told us, never judge by appearance.
I'm a scary looking dude.
Never judge by appearance because the Amish believe that if they get their young teenagers into this modern town as big as this, USA, California, Oklahoma, it's like you are out there to corrupt their mind. And in some forms that is true. We have seen throughout the centuries that growth can often lead to corruption and it can often lead to disasters and life lost. So, in this video, thank you very much, Dakota. I'm gonna sum it up if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Okay. I asked my friend Dakota here 3 questions, and I generally forgot them already, so I'll probably just kind of,
Wrap this up.
yeah, because I really forgot. The first question was, if Dakota was to, let's say, not materialize, but in a chemistry kind of way, come out of his body and look at it, he but he concludes that his body is like a vessel, and in a way that is true. Depending on your religion, depending on your faith, depending on where you come from, it is quite true. There are some religions that don't believe in gods. That's quite Dakota here has taught us. He is what would you say?
Agnostic atheist.
Agnostic atheist, meaning they don't believe in a god, but they do believe,
There could be.
There could be a
possibility
God.
for one.
but it has to be scientific proven to them right there and then. And that's not wrong either, because sometimes we do wonder, hey, are gods real? We have into Roman, Greece, Athens, Spartans, they believed in many gods, and many gods granted their wishes, some mortal, some not. So he believes that there's a vessel, and that he does have a religion. Until it's scientifically proven to him, and he could physically see it in front of his lap right here, that there is a God, and can be told, hey, you know what, we found religion, we found scientific proof that there could be a God. That's the only way he'll believe, and that's fine. Hey, I don't judge. Trust me, I have 4 gods. So, and the last question I asked him was simple: if a girl was to come up here and go to his left leg right here and just tap him on the knee or tap him on the shoulder and say, hey sir, what would be the one wisdom you give in life? And well, let me tell you in his own words. What was the one wisdom you would give that girl in your own words?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Because it's simple. When you judge a book by its cover, you can judge it by many factors, by appearance or action or how they speak. Dakota believes that if you judge a book by its cover, you're only judging it pure by appearance, and that's wrong, because in some cases that is. So the lesson he's bestowed on us and his wonderful knowledge of his games, and again, this guy is
Of my wonderful knowledge.
of his wonderful knowledge, and he is certified. He's getting close to being what, an associate of arts?
Yeah.
An associate of arts. So this guy's got the prior knowledge on me. He believes that if you judge a book by its cover, it's wrong. Judge it by its action. See how it acts, see how it speaks. And if a person
see a book
speaks
do something.
and judge right, you'll be okay. That is all I have for you guys tonight, or this evening. Enjoy it. Take youth in it, grow from it, question it. All right. Thank you very much, Dakota.
Yep.
This feature digital artist over here. He's got a great mind. He's an awesome guy. You should definitely hang out with him, all right? Hey, Cope, how's it going? I'll get to you later. You two are the next ones. But in due time. But that's what Dakota has taught us. And, well, that's how it is. This is religion. And what was your religion again?
Agnostic atheism.
This is one of many religions that are here on earth. Just as there is many individuals. There's thousands of religions, thousands of ways to look at life, and everything else.
To display.
Okay? So, if y'all know what to do, drop in comments, concerns. Thank you very much, Dakota. You have a wonderful evening, sir. And enjoy this evening. Ciao.